Welcome back, students. Now we will see external memory. So usually we use this external memory to store the information for a longer period. So if you want to store the information for a longer period, then external memory is required, very essential. Data is not lost in the external memory even when the computer is turned off. If you turn off your system, then also you are not going to lose any data from your system. The external memory is essential because the internal memory of a computer has a limited storage capacity. It is also called the secondary memory. This external memory is also called as secondary memory. And why it is essential? Because the primary memory limitation or storage capacity is very less. So that's why to store the huge amount of data, we need external memory. When we run a program, it is copied from the secondary storage into the internal memory. So whenever we execute any program, then what happens? So that file copies from secondary memory or secondary storage to the internal memory or in a RAM. It takes more time to access data from the secondary memory as compared to the internal memory. So compared to the internal memory, accessing the information from a secondary memory requires more time. Understood? So it requires more time to access the information from a external memory. Now, so we will go further with the storage devices. We have many storage devices. We can use that devices to store the information in our system. So in our daily life also we are using many storage devices. Understood? In an office or in a home, we are using some storage devices. Got it? So like a cupboard. So cupboard, in a cupboard we are storing, we are keeping something. Bookshelf, we are keeping books and all. Refrigerator, again we are keeping the things. School bag, we are keeping the belongings related to the school. So these are the places where we are storing the this one. So we are storing the items in a bookshelf, in a cupboard, refrigerator, school bag. Okay. A computer also uses various storage devices. So computer also uses various storage devices to store data in them, which vary in storage capacity. So how we are using in our daily life, how we are using the devices to keep the thing, same way to store the information in our system, computer also has some of the devices. For example, hard disk, pen drive, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc. So these are the devices we can use to store the information. These are permanent or non-volatile storage device. So these are permanent in the sense when we delete the information from this storage device, then only we are going to lose the information. Till then information remains there only. So that is permanent. Or non-volatile is given. Non-volatile means same thing, same meaning, in the sense we are not going to lose any information from this memory. If we delete means then only we will lose. Otherwise the information remains in this memory for longer period, for a longer duration information will be there. The first device that we are using in our system, that is hard disk. So this is the structure of a hard disk. So hard disk is, the picture is shown here. Now what is hard disk and all, we'll see now. Understood? So this is a picture of hard disk, and this hard disk is fixed inside the CPU. Understood? So this hard disk is fixed inside the CPU. It is a main storage medium for computers. So this hard disk has the more storage capacity. It is made up of collection of disks known as platters. So this hard disk is made up of collection of disks. You can see here. So number of disks stacked together, kept it on each other. Understood? So number of disks kept it on each other. A computer also uses various. It is fixed inside the CPU box. So already I told you this hard disk is fixed inside the CPU. It can hold a large amount of data. You know that. Okay, hard disk has the more capacity. It is an, as I shown you in a table, in a memory measurement table, you can see there. So more storage capacity. Hard disk can store up to 8 TB of data. Nowadays, external hard disks are also available, which are small in size and can be carried anywhere. So in your textbook they have given up to 8 TB of storage capacity, but so more than that hard disk size are also available. So if it is required, we can purchase it. And so nowadays people are using portable hard disk. Portable means we can plug it, use it, and you can remove it. And so what is the benefit of that portable hard disk is we can carry that hard disk from one place to another place easily. That hard disk can be carried from one place to another place. So this is all about hard disk. Next point is CD. CD stands for compact disc. The full form of CD is compact disc. It is an optical storage device. So this CD, you might be seeing the CD. So this is optical disc, and CD is a thin, shiny, circular disc that can store up to 700 MB of data. Now you can see here it is in a circular shape, very thin. You can see thin, and the size is also mentioned here, 700 MB. 700 MB of data can be stored in this CD. And what type of data we can store? You can store text, you can store the graphics, you can store the sound, you can store the images, you can store the video, audio. So all the types of data can be stored up to 700 MB. And usually these CDs will be used to take the data backup and holding the software. So whenever we purchase any new softwares, along with that, any new hardware, along with that hardware we will get one CD, because in that CD they have installed software related to that device. We have to insert that CD and we need to install that. So then only that new hardware works. So next point is DVD. Full form of DVD is digital versatile disc or digital video disc. You can say anything. Digital versatile disc or digital video disc. Again, this DVD is also, it is in circular shape, optical storage device, and very thin. But compared to CD, these DVDs are having more storage capacity. In a CD, you can store only up to 700 MB of data, but in a DVD, you can store 4.7 to till 17 GB of data can be stored in a DVD. And nowadays in a market, rewritable DVDs are also available. Rewritable in the sense, now if you want to delete something and if you want to insert the new data, so that is possible. Rewriting, removing the old contents and inserting the new contents. So that is rewriting. You can rewrite the DVDs, but cost is little higher compared to normal DVDs. So next point comes Blu-ray disc. It is a new optical disc. This Blu-ray disc is a new optical disc. It is, the storage capacity is 128 GB. So compare, now DVD is having up to 17 GB of storage capacity, but Blu-ray disc is having 128 GB of data can be stored in this Blu-ray disc. This disc is mainly used for storing high quality sound, games, and movie data. If you want to store high quality graphics, games, movies and all, then you can go for this Blu-ray disc. The name Blu-ray disc is derived from the blue violet laser that is used to read and write data on it. So why this Blu-ray disc? Why it is named as a Blu-ray? Because they use this technology, blue violet laser technology. So that's why that blue violet laser technology used for reading and writing the data. So that's why they have named it as Blu-ray disc. Next point comes flash drive. Another name for flash drive is pen drive. You are familiar. I think you have seen this pen drives, very common. It is plug and play device and can be connected to the USB. So plug and play means just connect it, start using. After finishing your work, you can remove it. So plug and play. You need not to install any software to use this device. Directly by after attaching, you can start working. You can copy the files, folders, you can delete, you can do all your work directly by connecting. You need not to install any softwares to use the flash drive or pen drive. So these pen drives are small in size. So size is very small and very lightweight and removable drive. So whenever you don't want, just you can remove it and you can keep it in your pocket. It is removable. It is used for copying and moving data from one computer to another. Easily we can carry the data from one system to another system, and a pen drive can store or flash drive can store up to 2 TB of data. 2 terabyte of data can be stored in pen drives. Understood? Nowadays usually we have seen 32 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB of pen drives and all, but the highest storage capacities available are 2 TB. Next point is memory card. You have seen memory cards already, it is inserted in mobiles and all. Okay. Here I have displayed 8 GB memory card. This is small in size, and again it is again portable storage device. Easily we can remove it from the mobile and use it in other devices. This memory card is used in a mobile's digital cameras or music players. This small memory card, it is placed in a mobiles or in a digital camera or in a music player. It can be easily removed for access by a computer. Now if you want to access the contents from this memory card, then just remove it and use the card reader and connect this memory card with your computer. So by using that card reader, connect this to your computer and you can access all the information from this memory card. These devices transfer images and files into a computer by using memory card reader. Already I told you. And so that is having USB cable. With the USB cable that connect the card reader, and in that card reader insert this card. Then your system detects and you can access, you can open the information. Nowadays most of the laptops come with inbuilt card reader port. So now in present laptops are having this inbuilt card reader. We need not to attach external card readers. It is inbuilt. If you do not have inbuilt card reader, then you can use external card reader to access the contents from the memory card. Okay, so thank you students. Here ends your lesson. If you have any queries, any doubts, you comment me, you ask your doubts, we will clarify. I hope you have understood. Very simple chapter, you have understood this concept. So thank you for watching.